Welcome to an all-new episode of What Now, where we debate the hottest sports topics, dissect them, correct them, and bring them to you from our perspective. I'm Jamie, and along with me is Tobias, Tyreek, Mylan, and Jylan. Welcome to season 3.
Yes.
All right, now we got a little too much zest on her.
That's what he sounded like.
What's wrong with that? What's wrong with that?
Yeah, what's wrong with that, man? What's wrong with that, Malin?
What's wrong with that?
What's wrong with that?
What?
What's wrong with that?
What's wrong with it?
Hey, a little too much zest. Hey,
I could be
zesty.
Yeah, you don't like zesty people?
Zest. Hey, I don't have a problem with nobody.
You need to leave.
A little too zesty.
That's the word of the day. The What Now word of the week, zesty.
Come on, energy, baby.
So anyways, before we get into it, make sure y'all like and subscribe to our YouTube channel, Apple Podcasts, Spotify. Wait, y'all made fun of me. Apple Podcasts, not music. It is on Spotify. Anyway, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, rate it. Grab your mom's phone, grab your brother's phone, grab your dog's phone. Subscribe and rate 5 stars.
We need it.
Subscribe on Apple Maps too.
I bet there are real people with dogs with phones.
100%.
At any point, speaking of dogs, if y'all can hear my dog, please let me know.
We're not gonna. That's my queen. She could do whatever she wants.
What's her name? Steeler?
She on the beat.
Reagan, sweet baby girl.
Y'all beat dogs?
Yes.
It depends.
I used to beat my dog.
Pooped in the house yesterday.
Depending on what they're doing.
Yeah, they
So
people.
my dog pooped in the house yesterday.
Absolutely. I'm beating that dog.
I be tapping my dog a little bit, but my mom came here the other day and she pooped or she peed in here. My mom beat her hard. I was like, "Golly, mom." I thought it was too much.
You gotta make sure she learn.
Hey.
That's how I used to
My
get
mom
beat.
sticks their head right in it. Did you do this?
That's what you're supposed to do.
I'm about
You're
to
supposed
say
to do
that's how you do
you're
it.
supposed to
I gotta smell it. They gotta smell it.
Hey, there was somebody that me and Mel used to hang out with. Man, you know what I'm talking about. He used to say, "Yeah, you're supposed to bite the dog's ear."
What?
Yeah,
I heard that.
you know what I'm talking
Their
about.
Who used to do that?
I ain't gonna say anything. I ain't gonna call him out like that.
I feel like I do remember that.
Old head used to hang out.
Put it in the chat.
All right, let's get into it. Topic 1.
You know.
Yeah. Okay.
We roasting today?
Jamie?
We roasting on season 3? I've been waiting to roast, bro. We roast. That's what we should do new on season 3. We should roast. We should have a roast session.
Ooh,
Nah, I don't think we
y'all up.
should.
All right. Should influencers such as our man Jake Paul be allowed to headline main events? Yes. Or no?
No.
Why?
Because, bro, he's just a business person. Like, I mean, he robbing people of their money. Like, he doing all that yipping yapping talking. You saw that fight was boring. That fight was so boring. He's talking like he about to do something. I mean, I guess everyone with common sense knew what was about to happen, but he somehow has weaseled his way through all these fake fights and fake whatever onto the big platform. Fighting with a real boxer. Finally, see what happens. So that's why I don't like it. I don't think he should be on the main card no more. I feel like that fight alone should keep him from being on the main event.
From that point, though, you can blame us.
Yeah.
I was about to say,
Yeah.
even watch it.
We the one paying them.
Like it's
To refute, Jake Paul barely lost that fight.
he said what?
I was about to say,
He
what's
barely
the
lost that
decision,
fight.
bro?
He barely lost that fight.
He get
And
knocked out.
are we talking about main cards as in like the Vegas fights and stuff like that?
Yeah.
If we're talking about that, I don't think he should ever be on that because he's not good enough as a boxer yet. But like the undercard, the first few fights, I think he could work his way up there. But as a main card right now, I don't think so. But again, he's not trash. Like he can actually
True,
box.
yeah.
For what it's worth, he can actually box. But main card, nah, and also you can't blame him for how he gets his hustle in getting into whatever field he wants to get in. So I would say no right now, but I think he could work his way up there.
I do respect the hustle.
I agree with
respect the hustle.
Jalen on that.
I feel like if there's nobody bigger than him on the card, then he got to be the main person.
Yeah.
I think that's what it comes down to. Like if it was like Floyd boxing in his prime, then obviously Jake, or which one is it? Jake or Logan?
I think Logan got the
That's
box.
Jake.
Logan got the
Jake-
box before.
Jake Paul is he shouldn't be the main card because it's Floyd. But I mean, if he's if he's the person that's getting all of the hype, or not the hype, but getting all, like he's the most famous, like that's the person people want to see out of everybody on the card, then he got to be the main event.
Y'all think
Right. Exactly.
y'all think anybody like Floyd is going to give him a shot? I guess.
Floyd would.
You mean like the fight?
I think if he
fight.
fights another real boxer and has like a similar, if not win the next fight, then I think so.
It would only be
Because Hickey
money.
Jones he's not getting destroyed.
Floyd the
out
only
there.
one that's gonna fight him.
Yeah, I think I'm with you.
Floyd would get him just for the bag.
I think other people would get him just for the bag too, if the bag's big enough.
Do y'all
That,
think
and I
he's the
feel
best
like there's a
celebrity
lot of
boxer?
boxers out there that just want to fight him.
I would.
Hey, but not speaking of speaking of the brothers though, Logan, I think it's Logan. He's in WWE. He be good in WWE though. I
They
don't know if y'all
both-
saw that clip during the Royal Rumble, but he like flew off the rope like and hit the dude in the middle of the air. I was like, you can't fake that type of stuff.
Yeah,
I think they can. I think they can find their way in like the space that they're in right now. Like as far as like celebrity, like trying to go into like I don't know what kind of sports that is, like contact sports, I guess.
Yeah,
I think they can find their way in through there.
yeah.
They
I mean,
both
that's-
got the personality for it.
They have the star power.
Yeah,
That's really
You got
I like
to
the
using that to their
entertainment
advantage. It's just like a rapper going into acting or vice versa, or a player going into rapping.
Or a wrestler going into acting because it's all. I mean,
That's
you're
what I was
already acting.
Comparison.
Yeah.
About John Cena.
Mm-hmm.
He'll be acting
like
soon.
we already seen you one way now. Like I don't mind seeing you doing other things.
Speaking of acting athletes, y'all heard about because it's not on our topics to talk to today because it happened today, but y'all heard about the jaw thing?
Yes,
Acting
that's
tough.
crazy. That is crazy.
Wait, no, I ain't hear the new one.
They said that he was there was like a police report filed like back summer or something about that he punched a 17-year-old kid and then flashed his gun
I
at
have
him.
heard of that.
I was
Yeah,
like,
like,
what?
He walked in their house and then flashed the gun.
Yeah. I was like, that sounds kind of crazy. Like that sounds crazy. Like
Well, what is wrong with him, bro?
If
You
it
think
was
it's
if it was one of my young bulls, oh yeah, you're out of the league, buddy.
Yeah.
We're gonna watch your demise. We're getting you out of here.
That man,
I
he
know y'all-
wild for that.
I remember I saw my tweet, but I was like, he couldn't have did that a couple days. They couldn't have came out with that a couple days ago, so he wouldn't have to go against the Lakers.
I thought they already came out with that story though.
Yeah,
I thought I
I
already
heard
heard
that
that
story.
it happened
Yeah,
last
but
summer.
I think
so
that's old.
Yeah, it was. I think it said summer 21 or something like that, or 22.
It was 22, but the police report just got filed though.
Oh, that's what happened. Okay,
So like
So,
it's a fit. Like
that's
it's actually going to investigate it now.
he gonna get a civil suit. It's going. He gonna have to pay a fine.
I'm about to say this is gonna slap him on the wrist.
Yeah, if NFL they would have kicked him out the league for a year.
They're trying to make an example. out
Man,
of
that would
it.
have been the number one story in America.
Exactly.
He punched a 17-year-old child.
Done.
Yeah, the NBA
He'd
gonna
have
hide
been
that.
done.
Yeah, and
They
then another
would
thing,
use his most muscular picture that he has on social media. Oh, they would have painted him a bad guy if he was NFL.
speaking of the NFL and that type of stuff too, the Zach, I think his name's Zach Taylor. He was arrested a few years ago for domestic abuse.
Zach
they-
Taylor.
When they
Talking
only
about the coach?
not
Yeah.
Zach Taylor. His name's Zach something. But I think he
Zach,
played for the Bengals though.
It's Zach Taylor, I think.
It's Zach Taylor's from the Bengals. Yeah.
Zach Taylor's the coach of the Bengals.
Head
Yeah,
coach.
but I think he played for the Bengals. But he got it was a video came out, domestic abuse, and I think he got 6 months in jail. He's getting 6 months in jail for it. But if you like watch that video, it's awful.
Yeah, if you watch that video, bro, he should have got some
Yeah.
years.
He should have got a lot because it was bad. Zach
It was-
Stacy.
it was- Stacy, yeah.
Zach Stacy.
Stacy.
Yeah, he played on the
Position he
Jets.
played.
He was a running back. In the Rams.
Trigger
He wasn't that good, but
Why it's always the running backs and stuff that want to just get all
You
Yeah,
know why?
they're the
Because
meathead.
they brain be scrambled eggs.
Oh, man.
I ain't gonna lie, it do take you have to be about crazy. To
Yeah.
Yeah, don't stick up for your position this time.
I mean, I'm just saying, like, it's all they always making trouble, man. Like, y'all just chill out. They already don't want to pay y'all in the first place. Just chill out.
Oh, that's funny. That one hit personal.
A little
Right.
bit.
This is called Drama Out West. Whoever termed it that.
Oh,
Dusty.
That's
Yes.
y'all gotta chill.
who are y'all's teams to look out for in the NBA West for the rest of the season?
Well,
Warriors. The Warriors.
Warriors. No.
That was kind of quick.
The Warriors are getting hot right now, and everybody else is like free falling. Yep, they literally are.
No. They won it. They won a game. They won a game.
All right.
Draymond just got hurt. Steph still hurt. Nah.
Warriors are about to heat up.
It was gonna be the Lakers until everybody wanna.
Lakers still got. The Lakers may have.
The Lakers are done, bro.
Hey, come on, y'all gotta believe, man. Y'all gotta believe.
LeBron trying to walk around with a boot, show everybody, yes, I'm really hurt.
He should have.
Y'all suck.
Like, bro, how did something pop and you played a whole half?
He limping in the hallway. You know, everybody got
like,
cameras on him.
Someone said he that one teenage girl in high school who always walk around with a boot and stuff and like taking pictures
with a knee brace, like what's on, bro?
Walking around like taking stories like, oh man, this sucks. I'm in therapy now, bro. Like, bro, like, come on, like we did it.
You definitely didn't hear nothing pop, bro. Like, I hate to say it. I don't like to downplay anybody's injury, but like, come on, man.
He's so dramatic. I mean, I'm pretty sure he's hurt, but like LeBron just dramatic.
Man, he just probably got a little sprain or something. They milked that, bro. I'm sorry.
It was funny.
Yeah, nothing popping. Then you could play a whole half of basketball.
Oh, okay. So I did put this topic, but I want to ask this question. You know, so my team out west, my Sacramento Kings. For my basketball gurus on here.
Yo, what?
Yes. I said my team, the Sacramento Kings.
Since when?
Hey, light the beam, baby. Light the beam. I've been a Kings fan for a long time, man. But I just finally brought it out.
Find somebody smart.
Anyways, I'm talking to the basketball gurus here.
My team.
Tyreek, Jalen. What's y'all thoughts and opinions about the Sacramento Kings this year? I think we can make some rules.
I do not care about the Sacramento Kings.
They can make some noise. I think.
No, they can't.
I think they're interesting to watch. I don't think they're what are they 30 right now? That means they'll probably play Clippers. Clippers gonna wax them in first round.
I don't know though. The Clippers suck.
Yeah, but
the Kings are still inexperienced right now.
But they're inexperienced and they're nothing but scorers, really. They don't really play defense like that.
We need some more depth. That's all we need. Some more depth, and we need some defensive players, like you said.
Straight though, like
no, that's what y'all have is depth.
Y'all got.
I'm talking about defense.
And don't say y'all.
You got Monk. You got Sabonis. Like
right.
Both of y'all.
I think Kevin Huerter's on the team.
Straight out of Maryland. Nah, but the Kings are gonna lose in first round. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. They just don't have the experience to beat anybody.
You know what?
I think if they play
no ifs, ands, or buts.
I just want to say that we love to hear that type of doubt right there, because when it happens, we're gonna shock the world. That's all I gotta say.
Because they're most likely,
the beam, baby.
They're most likely gonna end up playing the Warriors, Clippers, Mavericks, or Suns.
The West.
All four of those teams are probably gonna beat them.
The West is stacked this year. Do we think
you don't think they can beat the Mavs right now?
The Kings?
If not in the playoffs, I think the Mavs will fit because the Mavs problem is just defense. But I think after a while,
which they don't play at all.
It's a series, so I think after a few games, the Mavs will get it together.
I don't know. I don't think that Kyrie and Luka going gel right in the playoffs.
They don't look like it. They can't close out a game because neither
Luka
one
just look a little too childish in my opinion. Like he just he can't learn to like share the love. Like
I think Luka,
this ain't Kristaps. This ain't Kristaps Porzingis.
I think Luka's actually
talking about Kyrie.
sharing the love too much.
I do too.
I'm saying he don't like it.
Oh yeah,
and I feel like that's gonna be a problem.
I think
he's
Luka
one of
can
those
beat the
stars
Kings
you
by
got to keep
himself.
happy.
Yeah,
I think Luka can beat the Kings by himself, literally.
But he can't beat him with Kyrie
We
on
gonna
the team
see.
because you got to give Kyrie love. Like you have to, or he can be up and out pretty soon.
Kyrie's not gonna be there next year anyway. He's gonna end up at the Lakers. If LeBron and AD are still at the Lakers in the offseason, Kyrie's gonna end up with the Lakers. That's just what
They're
he
gonna
wants.
trade. This is an early take. They're gonna trade Kyrie for AD.
Oh,
They can't trade him. He's a free agent.
Something's gonna happen. Sign and trade.
Yeah, something gonna happen.
Why would the Lakers do that though?
Because
Because
LeBron
AD is
about to
unreliable.
fight AD.
The Mavs I can see doing it because Luka will work good with AD, but
LeBron, I feel like LeBron's like, bro, AD, this wasn't the plan, bro. Playing every 3 weeks is not the plan.
that's LeBron's problem now. He the one that can't play.
He can get the benefit of the doubt to do that though. AD, on the other hand, come on now, get out there and finish the season.
Hey man, he got them a championship. That's all that matters.
like who got him a championship?
AD.
You know,
AD was the best player on that team. I don't care what nobody say. That year, AD was better than LeBron.
Alrighty. Speaking of championships, we're gonna segue onto a new
Oh
topic.
my goodness.
Should we still be attaching rings to NBA legacies?
all right, I put this question only because the other night it just made me realize that Dame just made me realize that it's just way more than just a team sport. Like we really can't be doing this because Dame's gonna finish as one of the greatest players to play, but he ain't gonna have nothing attached to his resume ever if he stays in Portland.
Everything is good in the proper dosage. The rings, the rings conversation, it does matter. It matters still. It isn't everything like it used to be, but like, I mean, we can't say that Dame is all right. Dame's probably a top 5, top 8 point guard of all time. You know why he can't? Because the man never brought his team. He didn't even get him to the finals. Dame's never even gotten to the finals.
He's made a conference finals though.
But still, like I said, I mean, there's other players that LeBron did it by himself. LeBron brought the Cavaliers to the finals by himself.
I hate when y'all do that.
We can't.
By himself,
we cannot
I
hate when y'all do that.
everybody to LeBron, bro.
I'm just saying.
That's an outlier.
I'm just saying. But when we think, when
it's
we
just
think
like we're
about,
talking about Tom Brady. Like this is not normal.
but when we think about legacy, you think about the greatest. We don't think about these above average players. We think about the greatest. You talk about people leaving great legacies. You think about the greatest players of all time. If Dame, I'm just gonna use Dame. If Dame wants to be considered up there with the greatest, he gonna need at least 2 rings. I'm sorry. Be considered one of the greats. You're gonna need at least 2 rings.
Well, he's not good enough to be one of the greatest. Anyway.
Yeah.
So regardless of the ring,
I don't know.
He's already top 75.
I don't know.
I think he's great enough to be one of them.
Yeah, I think he is too. I think Dame's
without rings. I think there's a cap.
He hasn't won anything. Like anything.
Just
like you can shoot the bar from 40 feet, but I mean,
he's the Josh Allen of the NBA. But I'm gonna leave that alone.
No, he's not. He's way less than Josh Allen.
He's way more than Josh.
He's way more than Josh Allen.
Way more than Josh. Josh Allen hasn't done anything for the NFL. I'm sorry, he hasn't done anything.
Digression.
It's not about NFL. Yeah.
But without rings, there's always a cap. Because Charles Barkley's probably the greatest player without a ring, and he won't ever crack the top 10 because he don't have any rings. It's just as simple as that. And he like I think the highest you can probably get without any rings is like maybe top 15, and that's between 10 and 15. And that's you have to be really, really great if you don't have any rings to get to that level.
Mm-hmm.
But it's him sabotaging himself. Like he could obviously go team up, but it's just like I don't get it, bro. That's really why I feel like I guess it's moving the goalposts a little bit, but it's just like players like that just want to be true to their city and all that. They just gonna get like put on the back burner because they didn't team up and conform to today's game. You know what I mean? I'll
give you a better example of the person with no rings, but I think you can still put him. He I don't think he is, but you can make an argument. Russell Westbrook he didn't have any rings, but he has the stats. He has all the right accomplishments. He has an MVP, doesn't he? Am I wrong?
Yeah.
He has an MVP.
Russ got way more accomplishments than
He got way more accomplishments than Dame. So Russ, you can make that argument. Like, hey, he doesn't have a ring, but he has all these accomplishments. Like I said, everything is good in the right dosages. So Russ doesn't need Russ really doesn't need a ring to be in the argument. Like, if he had a ring, I think him getting a ring, yes, he can definitely be an argument for one of the best point guards to play a game. I think he can with just one ring because he has all the accomplishments behind him. When
you're talking like that, you have to give a specific like ranking. You can't just say one of the best. I think when you have that type of argument.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
I can throw Chris Paul in that same conversation too.
Can you?
Chris Paul's a top 6 point guard without a ring.
Yeah, he's going to Hall of Fame no matter what he does with a championship or not.
Yeah, but
that's what I'm saying. Like he's considered a top point guard ever, but he don't have a ring.
Yeah, but it's a cap without that ring. Like, I don't think Chris Paul will ever get.
So he wins one. Now we're talking about him being better like Isaiah Thomas.
I think he gets in the top 5 if he gets a ring.
Absolutely.
He'll probably be like 4 or 5.
I don't think he can crack top 5 without a ring.
But now, but it's gonna be on the backs of like KD and Booker. Like it still wouldn't be like
on the backs.
No, but he'll have a ring. He'll have a ring because we know what Chris Paul is. That's the thing.
And that's what I'm saying. We already know what he is. So what is a championship of him not in his prime going to do for him?
But
he's still
if he wins a ring this year with them, he's still a big factor. It's not like he's like the 13th or 14th.
Like a Dwight Howard ring. Like
he's playing at a high enough level right now. Still be
Dwight Howard winning that ring doesn't really do much for him. No. If CP3 won a ring this year, it would do way more.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like if Dwight Howard.
See, I ain't gonna lie, I don't like that. That's just
Dwight Howard.
I feel like
it's because of the amount of like factor you have with the ring. Like Dwight Howard wasn't he coming off the bench as the second center?
Yes, he wasn't doing like Dwight was barely
CP3 doing still your point general.
Mm-hmm.
That's just that Dame game when he dropped 71 just made me think about all that.
But problem with Dame is like. Ooh.
I mean, the only thing
Dame has all these moments. Dame has moments. It's not like Dame just has moments. Like there's like these 71 points games and stuff. He's like stat padding almost. Dame has all these high points, but no type of accomplishments to show for it. There's no MVPs. I don't think I've ever heard Dame
being all-stars.
Exactly, all-stars, yeah. I don't think he's ever been in like a MVP conversation, has he? Am I wrong? I don't think he's ever been in one.
He has a couple.
Not really.
I was about to say he has to have been in the conversation. Then playing with Portland, bring him to the playoffs.
He's been in years where like it was Harden, where it was inevitable that Harden was going to win. Mm-hmm. He's been like in those conversations those years, like finishing second and third, but it was just like, or Westbrook when he first got the triple double, it was like nobody's beating Westbrook for MVP. Yeah. He's averaging triple double, but
it's like you said, Jay. I mean, the Portland's holding him back. That's really what it is. Come down to.
And I mean, you can't even blame Portland anymore. You got to blame him.
It's all his fault. Him and Bradley Beal, like I done gave up on them.
Bradley Beal was good. Oh my god, he's raw.
Bradley Beal I would say Bradley Beal had more than Dame did. Because Bradley Beal, when he was younger, wasn't even the best player on his team. Like John Wall was better than Bradley Beal.
And Bradley Beal's not really a one. Like Dame is a one. Bradley Beal's like a real strong two. But I feel like Dame could be your best player on the championship team.
Yeah, he could.
Yeah, but he got to have a real good two.
He has to have like another star too. Like it would have to be. You got to think of it like how you would think with Steph, because he's almost comparable to Steph, skill wise.
Yeah, but Steph just brings a whole like dynamic to the game.
But imagine if you put Dame in an offense where like it's fluid, like movement wise. You have a Draymond type passer. You have a second shooter, and then you play. And then the thing about the Warriors teams was they always had great defense. Like that was always slept on with them.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you put Dame in those situations, it's like he might. Because I mean, I feel like he has more range than Steph does. And that
he does for sure.
He because in the All-Star game, he pulled up full form from half court. Like, not a push shot, just straight up full form. That's crazy.
Yeah.
He got more
having half the court as your range is insane.
Steph is just efficient with the amount of threes that he takes. And
he's definitely a better like shooter.
That's
like
the
he can
crazy
shoot
thing.
better than him. He can shoot better than him. I guess like percentage wise, but as far as like I guess it's just range. It's just a range conversation.
Range. All right. Next topic.
She's making herself laugh.
She's been cracking herself up all show.
I'm funny. Okay. Last
I want to go
topic.
that far.
It's time for
Okay.
That was like
That was not
unnecessary.
cold. That's a technical foul. Tee him up.
Yeah, that was unnecessary. Like,
I didn't even think y'all was gonna kick that.
That was a
I thought
technical-
y'all just stopped the show. Hey, now hold on.
I wouldn't go that far.
Y'all don't know that whenever Malin, this little catfish, makes his way up to Atlanta, first of all, he's going home crying. Second of all, I'm beating him up. And it's not going to be cute.
Why I gotta go home crying?
Because I'm going to roast you. You're going to go home in tears because the first time I see you, first of all, if you exist, it's going to be nothing nice is coming out of my
she's not
mouth.
playing with you no more, bro.
Done. I thought we were friends, but I'm done. So anyway,
Okay, I'm gonna have to show the What Now fans that she just be lying, that when she see me, she just gonna be like, oh my god, hi. That's gonna be it.
first of all, I'm gonna look up 3 inches and say, oh,
Wait, up 3 inches.
I mean, he's taller than me, but hardly.
All right, why we have to start getting on the height now? Why we gotta go on the height? Why we gotta do all that?
MLB is implementing a pitch clock in baseball to help shorten their games, which I believe, I didn't look it up, but I believe it shortened spring training games on average of like 27 minutes or something like that. So do we think it's going to help or hurt the sport? I want the thoughts of the people who don't care about baseball.
I think it.
You can go last.
I think it helps because for me, it adds a little bit more excitement, like a little more urgency in the game. It's part of the reason why most people who don't watch, well, at least for me, why I didn't watch baseball for the longest was because it was such a slow sport. Everyone's just taking their time, hold up, let me get outside the batter box and everything. And it makes it slow and boring. But with that clock, it speeds it up, makes a little sense of urgency, kind of adds a little excitement. Like I'm actually watching that clock. Oh, he better hurry up, better hurry up.
So the pitch clock is just like and this is
like
you
a shot
understand like a shot clock thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's different rules. Like if people aren't on base, it's a little quicker. If there are people on base, then they have a little more time between pitches because they can have like pickoff attempts and stuff like that. I don't remember the exact rule. I can look it up, but
Okay.
Yeah, it's
I think it helps.
Like
I think it helps the sport because like if you're not into baseball, you don't watch it because the game is too slow.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's literally what it is. Especially for me, if you're a basketball fan, the sport of basketball is so fast.
Yeah.
So like it's way more exciting. I think I don't was it the Braves game that they something with like the batter took too long and like it was like the ninth inning or something like that. They lost the game on it. People are gonna be like, it shouldn't be decided on the game, blah blah blah. Like it's just another rule that you have to overcome.
Exactly.
But I do think you saying it's 30 almost at half an hour shorter. I think
already
helps a lot.
Yeah, that's good, especially with the amount of games that they have to play.
Mm-hmm.
I was about to say, when they tweak it, it's gonna be a lot better.
But yeah, I agree. I think because the best part of the baseball games to me are like close games in like the 9th, 8th, 9th inning. So getting to those innings quicker is always great. And then plus, if you ever go to a baseball game, like in person, it'd be so
if you're not a
long.
fan, especially if you're not a
It's
fan.
long, like you were there.
I'm a
I feel like you're
fan.
there forever.
I don't watch baseball games for all of those reasons that y'all are
They're
pointing
so
out.
long.
It's too slow.
If you
But like
Jamie want to say something. She itching to say something. Right?
I mean, I think y'all can finish. I'll just give my opinion. And we'll go to the next topic. So y'all finish.
You don't want us to rebuttal?
No, because I don't know if I have one. I think it does help the sport a little, but 27 minutes off the game is still a 3-hour game. People still aren't going to watch this. It's not speeding up the sport and making it a fast-paced sport. It's just taking some of the time off between batters. It's still not going to be like basketball, hockey. It's not going to be like, it's still baseball. People that are watching baseball are not going to watch baseball because, oh, it's 30 minutes shorter of a game. Maybe it'll be more exciting. No, it's not.
Yeah, that's why I agree. That's why I said I think it affects more people at the game than watching the game.
I mean, I like it because I played, so I like it. I played softball, I played baseball. I will always like it. But people who didn't and just don't care and aren't fans, they're not going to still be fans. They'll go to a game if they get invited or get tickets, but they're not going to watch on TV. I hardly even watch on TV anymore.
Yeah,
I don't have to
watch on TV is rough unless it's playoffs.
Yeah, definitely
I used to watch every game. I used to have like 4 games at a time pulled up on my MLB TV, IP, back and forth. I don't have time for that anymore. That was
a fanatic fiend. Okay.
I believe
back
every
now used to be just like that.
I think that's any sport too, to your point, Jamie. I don't think anybody will start liking a sport based off of a rule change. It would have to be a something happens that I always say if you want to get into a sport, you have to choose a team and follow that team. Like you don't have to watch any other games, but watch your team's games. Because I think once you get a team that you like, you'll start to get some type of feeling for that team, and then the games will become more interesting because you have something on the line in this NSA.
A hot take, kind of, but I feel like almost every sport should have a shot clock or some type of play clock for that reason.
Well, a lot of
them.
I feel like it adds another element.
Most of them do though.
A lot of them do, yeah.
Because I mean, sports are based. The only sport that's really not based upon like a time is baseball.
Soccer too. Oh, well,
like an inning could be all day.
I mean, like some type of clock. Like with the soccer, like you have a certain amount of time you can be in the opponent's box, or I don't know, something like that. Like there's like a 10-second rule for you to be inside the goalie box. Or
I don't like that though, because what makes like hockey and soccer exciting is the fact that they could be down there for however long, and they're shooting and they get it back, and they're shooting and they get it back. It's stressful. It makes it exciting. It's different. Baseball doesn't have
that point would
concept really, so it have that excitement factor. Yes, the exciting stuff for a casual fan like someone like Tyreek, it is the close games at the end. For me, I would love to go see a no-hitter. It's boring to somebody who doesn't care, but seeing a no-hitter, seeing a perfect game, that's historical. It's cool. Is it boring?
Yeah, in person, that would be different.
But it's cool. Like I mean, no-hitters aren't as historical anymore, but like perfect game. That's a big deal.
Yeah, you don't see that every day.
Yeah, and it's boring. Like if you were to go to a perfect game or a no-hitter, Tyreek, Jalen, you'd be like, why?
I would like it only because it takes skill to do that.
Yeah.
But it's just like something like just nobody hit the ball. It's like, all right. But like if it's like
you'd be into it. But watching 9 innings of it, you'd be like, all right.
Yeah, I mean defensive games in any sport are for a casual fan aren't fun games.
No, they're not.
Yeah. Like if somebody scores 3 points in a football game, that's not to a casual fan. It's not a fun game. But if you really like defense, you're like a real fan, and that's like, oh, that was a great game.
People flying around making hard hits, defensive stops, goal line stands. Yeah,
that's same to Jamie's point just now with the baseball. Yeah. But anyway, I'm.
Do y'all think there's a way that do y'all have any ideas for a way that that baseball could appeal to like the newer fans, the average fans that just kind of keep up with the sport and not really watch it?
I think personally, it would have to be something in the culture of baseball that changes. Like it would have to be like, you know how like the NBA, like they have the walk in the tunnel, and it makes it fun for the fan. Like they see what their clothes are. Like the culture of basketball is like fun, hip hoppy. You know, baseball was like more old fashioned, good old boys type.
Not now.
It's evolving a little bit.
It's evolving, but I think it would have to be something like really major, because I mean baseball's been baseball and it's always going to be baseball.
I feel like
you're not into it. You're not into it.
I feel like it's a media thing on it. I believe that's true. They do need to like be a little bit more evolved. I mean, they're evolving a little bit more, but I think it also really has to do with the media because the media controls like almost all the narrative. You see, when football's on, they're covering every single thing. Basketball, they're covering when LeBron sneezes. They had his butt crack on. Like they cover everything. I think with baseball,
we covered that. We covered that.
I mean, we covered it.
They didn't cover that.
Bleacher Report had it all over.
They just showed it.
Bleacher Report. They're talking about it.
The powdery white butt crack. I don't understand.
But don't get me started. Don't get me started.
No, we can't.
All right.
But anyway, yeah, media. I think if the media covers baseball more, makes it a little bit more dramatic, starts talking about like, oh, this happened today, and oh, look at Acuna's drip he has on walking to the game, stuff like that. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, and more important.
So is it safe to say we need to bring some more
Acuna?
I guess
Not a
urban
tilde on the end.
Yes.
Excuse me, señorita.
Gracias.
What?
My goodness. Anyway, more. I think more important games would help it too. Less all those regular season games because playoff baseball, like y'all said, is fun. But when we in game 36 out of 162, it's like nobody's.
Yeah, I do think the season should get cut. Man. I'll say you can.
I don't because I like going to the game. I like going to the games. They cheap. So
how many games do you go to a year?
I go to about 20.
Incorrect. I used to go for real. I probably went to like 40 in undergrad. I would go all the time. They're cheap.
I probably went to like two or three games a year. Probably like two.
We're gonna go to like 2 or 3 as a group without Malin because But
Yeah, because you never want to come up here, bro. He don't like us.
Just count me out. Just count me
He
out.
already said count him out.
No, I'm saying y'all just count me out. That's
man.
crazy.
You really don't like us. Jeez.
Yeah, and see, look, you see that, and Tyree just gave y'all a great example of media journalism, just twisting words and throwing it out there.
What?
all right.
Wait, what? Wait, what?
How did you get to that?
Wait, what?
The media versus media. All right, cool.
It's time to move on. So we've got, instead of a hot take today, we've got a zesty take from a fan.
Oh my gosh.
All right, we gotta
Hey,
stop.
he gonna be mad when y'all say he gonna be mad when he
Yeah, that's crazy.
No, I don't mean zesty the way he means zesty. I think zesty is like a little spice.
Nah,
He gonna be
Cal.
Hey, you
mad.
saw how you did that? Did you
Don't
see how you
be
did that?
mad.
Spice.
It comes with a little what? A little what?
Yes.
Wow, a little bit.
Oh man.
All right. I'm sorry to Mr. Jalal, aka Jay, aka Dexter's dad, aka I love
Mr. Knock Ya Out.
Ali. You're not zesty. I didn't
AKA
mean it
cap
like that.
artist.
I didn't call you the cap artist either. Anyway.
They flaming him. He not even here.
No, I'm not. Hey, I'm not. Text me.
Nah.
You know what? If you're mad, just text me. At this
He been
point,
he been
everybody.
he been coming at me for the last couple of days.
Yeah. Yes.
Anyway, and this hot take comes from Jay Malik. He says the Knicks will go to the Eastern Conference Finals.
I think this is straight garbage take. I'm gonna be quite honest with you. I'm sorry.
No, that's crazy.
It was the way Jay.
That's a wild take.
Be professional.
They're not better than the Sixers. They're not better than the Bucks. They're not better than the Celtics.
Or the Raptors.
They're better than the Raptors.
The Raptors. Oh, said the Raptors.
I think
What is the Toronto Bay Raptors? Is that what she called?
Tampa, Toronto, Bay.
Toronto.
I still think the Hawks could knock them out, especially with their new coach.
I don't know, bro.
If Trae Young gets along,
Hey, I like that Snyder pickup. When they was listing the names, I was like, they gotta get Snyder.
Yeah.
I'm ready to see what he's gonna do because everybody was talking about how he's gonna be a tough coach on him, and apparently he's not good at taking tough coaching.
Who, Trey?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can see that. I can
If Trey
definitely see
doesn't
that.
work, like if this blows up at the end of the season, he's getting traded in the offseason.
I was
Or at
about to
least-
say it's about time he did his thing a couple years ago. I don't see him getting back without at least 2 more pieces. So if he don't do it this year, he might as well start to rebuild again. Ain't doing nothing else.
Yeah.
I mean, they got some good prospects in the draft. So I mean, that's a good option.
Who?
I'm talking about NBA.
Who? What good prospects?
They got Wemby.
Don't say it. Next. Time for quick hitters.
No, we're not done with the Knicks yet.
No, we
gotta roast them.
All right, so
Are the Magic better than the Knicks?
Nah, you tripping.
The Knicks won't make the conference finals because the Bucks, Celtics, or 76ers, they can make the second round, but they're gonna end up having to face one of those three teams, and they're gonna lose in the second round. So that's the only reason they wouldn't. But again, they're just gonna lose to one of those teams. They could definitely get to the second round, but they can't get any further than that.
Knicks fans are just not good like Cowboys fans. They get on a little win streak and don't know how to act. They haven't won anything since 1970. Timbuktu. I don't know why the Knicks are still such a high-ranking organization. Players don't even want to play there. Cowboys.
That is crazy. Like you would think in one of the biggest markets, the stars would like flee there. Like,
yeah,
it's because of all the other things like the media and the city and the weather and things like that.
It's New York and that's New York sports in general, honestly.
The owner.
Except for the
fans sabotage it for themselves, being all crazy, ready to chew you up and spit you out the moment you have a bad game.
They spit on Trae Young.
I like it.
I think they could
that's just being a good villain.
Yeah, I kind of like that. I kind of like that little Robert.
Everybody need a good villain.
I would have got ejected if I got spit on.
Oh yeah, me personally.
You a Ron Artest?
Nah, he didn't know he was turned around, but yeah, somebody would have had to go to jail that night, and it probably would have been me.
I would have had to John Morant that. I would have had to John Morant that plus show.
Shut up outside with the truck.
Get it with that
the laser.
All the red beam, later.
With the laser outside.
I just see the new LeBron shoes.
Say what?
The 20s?
LeBron shoes. I just saw them on Facebook.
The Liverpool ones? Oh,
I'm crying.
I'm legit thinking there's some new LeBron shoes.
No, it really was on Facebook though.
They got the Nikes on there. Nikes. That would be crazy.
The Nikes.
You know how much money they would make though, because it's so many spoiled kids that I want.
Oh my goodness, they shouldn't have would.
People would buy anything.
Hey, y'all better patent that idea.
200s.
Y'all better patent that idea right now for somebody to take it.
Right.
I'm sure they went about something like that before. You can't tell me we the only people that's thought about that.
LeBron would take that idea. He gonna take all that money. He a money.
He go cap about it.
And he'll sit out an extra week just to rack up off that.
Yes.
LeBron
all right.
All right.
And I was in the office.
Yeah, Jada.
And
they're not making the Eastern Conference Finals. You can just give that up.
Yeah, stop talking to me about the Lakers because.
Sorry, my brother. Join the Sacramento King train. We'll make it far.
As somebody smart said on Twitter, you couldn't point out Sacramento on a map.
Hey, I responded to him. If he can have New Orleans, I can have Sacramento. I said that. Period.
I'm gonna plead the fifth. So anyway, quick hitters, go ahead.
All right, quick hitters. We're going to do a little new set. I'm not sure. I don't think we've done this yet, but it's called Start, Bench, Cut. Basically, simple. I'm going to list out 3 athletes in the NBA. You're going to tell me who you want to start, bench, cut, and to give me a brief. If you want to talk about it briefly, because I'll cut you off.
Oh, we don't even need rationale.
But we'll start off. I guess we'll start.
You're doing
off,
the topic. Well, no need for that.
We'll start off a little young here. All right, let's go. SGA, John Morant, Trae Young. Who you starting? Who you benching? Who you cutting?
That's a good one.
I'm
starting Ja.
I'll bench SGA. Oh, you go first, Sam. You go first.
I'm starting Ja. I'm benching Trae.
Ooh, you cutting SGA?
Yeah.
30. My boy SGA averaging 30 right now, too.
I don't care. Anybody can average 30 on OKC.
You couldn't.
Okay.
You did not have to say that.
Anybody can't do
that.
I'll
start Ja and bench SG, and I'm cutting Trae until he shows me he can do what he did a couple years ago. I'm done with him.
I said the same thing too.
SG ain't doing anything yet, y'all.
I'm starting SGA.
I know, but I'm one of those people. What have you done for me now? What have you done for me lately?
I'm starting SGA. I'm benching Trey, and I'm cutting Ja. Because Ja gonna end up in jail somewhere.
You hate
I
Ja.
was about to say that.
Ty
that
hate
was-
Ja.
that was-
Ty
that was-
That ain't got nothing to do with basketball.
You hate Ja.
I ain't got time for none of that.
All right, Jamie, you want to
we
put your
gotta-
input
we
on
gotta
that
do
one?
Ja hater.
We ain't got no
Ja hater
killers.
on the show.
I'm starting SGA and I'm back and forth between who I'm benching and who I'm cutting. Cause same thing as Tyreek. I don't have time for the whole bad
Exactly.
public image, but also I really
gas
don't
him
want
up.
Trae Young on my team either.
I don't want Trey either.
Kind of a brat. I don't have
All
time.
right, y'all just disrespecting these players now. All right,
I'll bench Trey,
I
but he
mean,
won't get
boomer
any
sooner,
minutes.
but you're a
We'll
boomer
keep it-
brat.
we'll keep it simple here. We'll
Now
keep
that I
it
think
simple
about
here.
didn't he uphold the perfect Memphis image? I just thought about that.
Okay, we got to keep going on from that. We got to keep going on from that comment. We'll keep moving on from that comment. All right, so Chris Paul,
y'all from, like,
Westbrook,
Ohio.
John Wall. Who you
Say it
starting?
again.
Chris
Who?
Paul, Westbrook, and John Wall. Who you starting? Who you benching? Cut. I think it should
John
be
Wall
pretty
is
easy.
cut.
Yeah,
I'm guessing-
I
I'm
feel
guessing
like that
off
should be
my
easy.
team right now.
Okay,
I'm
you were
guessing all in
talking
their prime?
Wall like a while
One
ago.
mic, one mic.
Yeah.
I'm guessing all in their prime.
All in their prime, we got Westbrook, John Wall, and CP3.
Well, CP3 is definitely.
I'm starting CP.
Yeah, gotta cut John Wall to me. Bench Westbrook.
I'm probably gonna go Westbrook for bench.
I was about to say, come on, y'all know what y'all want to do.
Oh no, bro. And Westbrook's prime, that man was averaging a triple double.
But he wasn't winning anything. I'm like, everybody always says he was averaging triple double, but he was not winning.
But that's the team. Again, I always say that winning is a team stat. So I'm talking about who I want to start for this position. Who's the
And
best?
when we talk
player
about
at this-
basketball, if you're doing things that are not for winning and you're losing,
But then-
it's going to be your
But at the
fault.
same time,
Especially having that high. They literally have a stat for that. It's usage rate.
I could have the best players on the team though, besides Westbrook. So at this point, I'm just looking for the best point guard that I want to start out here. For me,
I'm not putting Westbrook on that team. Then I'm not putting Westbrook on that team. I'm putting John Wall right there.
To be fair, none
If
of
we
them.
have if we have the other four best positions, I'm putting John Wall on that team before I put Westbrook there. We've just seen what Westbrook has done with the last 3 MVPs.
It's very put into thinking.
What about young Westbrook?
A young Westbrook,
Like
like
when he was a
when
KD
KD
and
was there
Harden.
still, maybe.
He was a KD and Harden.
Right.
When that
Right.
jumper
After
was
that, it was just
That
downhill
Westbrook
for him.
is on my bench.
when that jumper was
Westbrook
deadly,
is on my
that
bench.
jumper that mid range was deadly.
All right,
Yeah.
Reed, who you starting? Who you benching? Cut. I don't think we got you yet.
I started CP and bench Westbrook and cut John Wall.
Miss
That's
Sue.
my exact one.
Jay, did you the same one too?
Yeah.
All right, Miss Sue. What are you thinking?
Cutting Westbrook. Starting
Westbrook. Dang, y'all hate Westbrook.
benching
Well,
John Wall.
I like
Good.
Westbrook. He
So-
was
God,
a good
bro.
butt of the joke though for like the last 2
Westbrook.
years. Like
Call him
him
West-
and KCP had me laughing the last couple years, so it's all right.
KCP.
I'll just pull out names out of
Him
nowhere.
and Westbrook, they should have never been on the Lakers.
Hakeem Noah.
bro.
All right. This is a good one. I'm going back and forth between primes and like now. This one we're gonna do right now. These players right now. Who you starting? Who you benching? Who you cutting? Dame, Kyrie, and Curry. Who you starting? Right now, not their
That's so
primes.
easy.
Right now.
That's so easy. I mean, they kind of still all kind of in their prime.
Curry starting, Kyrie bench and cut Dame.
Exactly.
Um,
Word for word, bar for bar.
Word for word, bar for bar. He got me.
I'm starting Curry and I'm benching Kyrie.
Yeah, that's what I said. Don't steal my heat. That's why you gotta go first. Everybody start copying you.
Well, I'm gonna copy too because I'm too lazy to think about it and I don't really even know. So
Let me try to find a difficult one.
Kyrie play with your favorite player though, Jamie.
All right. Ooh. Okay. I think this.
Who?
I thought this was kind of crazy for putting them all in the same category here, but as of right now, these players, who you starting? LeBron James, Kevin Durant, or Jason Tatum? Start, bench, cut.
Come on, bro.
You said right now.
I'm talking about right now today.
Yeah, they said right
Oh.
now.
Like today, like
Today.
I thought we was alternating between right now and prime.
No, this one says right now today.
Are we taking injuries into account? Like the fact that they can how injury prone they are?
No.
No?
Nope.
Then that's easy. LeBron, then KD, and then cut Jason Tatum.
Yeah. I'm going KD, then I'm going Bron, then I'm going Jason Tatum.
I was trying to make a case for Tatum for a second. I just can't right now.
I'm not gonna read this site's like explanation, but y'all gonna be crazy. They have start Tatum, bench KD, and cut LeBron.
That's probably
if it's today, yes.
Today. That's
It's
why I mean
probably-
the question was today. It was for today.
But that's probably taking injuries into account.
Yeah, that could be it.
But then you can't be that reliable on KD either.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's why he would. KD just showed me that he can't win. By he can't. He's just not that guy. I'm sorry. I'll say it. He's not that guy.
All right, this one I think is a tough one. Start, bench, cut. Joel, Joker, Giannis. I think it depends on what you want. Not really who's. I think what do you want?
I think for them it depends on who else is on the team.
Yeah, exactly.
But right now I guess I'll go Giannis, and then Joel and Joker. Cut Joker.
I think you cut Joker in this one. I think you cut Joker. I'm starting Joel. I'm benching Giannis, and I'm cutting Joker. Just because I like Joel on the perimeter. That's why.
I don't trust Jokic or Joel in the playoffs. So I'm going with Giannis as starting, and then I'm gonna go for my bench. I'm gonna go Joker.
Ooh. Why?
I'm
No, we gotta get into this.
I can see his case. For it.
As a point center, I'm gonna go. I just think he does more than Joel does, but it's a hard one.
Do y'all think that Joker's IQ is higher than Joel's? I saw that today. Perk was talking about it.
They're comparing to LeBron.
Yeah, that's what
he's one of them. He's one of
his
them.
IQ.
It don't look like we watch it. It does not look like
if he had LeBron's skill, he would be LeBron.
Literally, if he was athletic, if he wasn't fat, bro, he would probably be one of the best ever.
Oh man! All right.
Could be better than LeBron.
Side note on that,
to be honest,
does Joker make y'all's top 5 right now?
Top 5 players?
Players in the NBA?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's an easy.
I just been saying.
I don't know yet.
I think all 3 of those can make him, honestly. All 3 of those players can have a case.
I wouldn't put
a lot
Joel
of people just been making the case that
6-7.
Joker shouldn't win MVP.
No, out of all the years he won MVP, this is the only year he should win MVP, and that's what messes it up.
He's getting into that that you've won too much already.
He's gonna win this year though.
That's why
I think Embiid definitely should have got it last year, but yeah, this is probably the best years, especially if they stay the first seed.
Like Giannis should have more, LeBron should have more, but they don't want to keep giving
should have more
people.
All right, Jay and Jamie, I gotta hear y'all.
I don't know if Kobe should have more.
Oh,
I think he should.
All right, so I'm gonna start Giannis. I'm gonna bench Embiid, and I guess I'm gonna cut Joker. And it's hard. It was real hard, but
Jamie, let's hear you.
Yeah, I'm gonna cut Joker.
I said same.
I was saying.
She's like, man, leave me alone.
I know she been mad at us all podcast long. Dang. All right, last one.
I'm funny.
Last one.
Hey, she's stuck, boy.
Last one. Siakam, Jimmy Buckets, and Paul George. I thought this was a crazy combination. But
are we talking about right now or
right now at this moment? And let's just do the website.
It's really a good one though.
I'm cutting Paul George. Paul George sucks.
Hey, I was thinking the same thing.
Cutting Paul George.
You cutting Paul George,
baby. Pandemic P.
Paul George sucks. Once I saw him hit the side of the backboard, I've lost all respect for Paul George.
Now, come on, bro. That was so long ago. Why are you on that against him?
No, I do that. You don't do that.
Hey, did you see the video about him and said, how I have to sit down and like he said he had like a self-reflection moment. He said, I have to realize that I'm not that guy. Like I can't lead my team to a champion. I said, what?
Yeah, they couldn't beat that information out of me.
He was saying because
they couldn't. I would have said that. So what?
He said because he can't. He realized that he cannot be the best player on a championship team.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
You wouldn't catch me saying
You keep that
No,
inside.
yeah,
You
you
keep
do.
that
You
inside.
don't say that. Like, you gotta always be confident. Always, no matter what people saying about you, you gotta always be confident. Yeah,
I don't think it has
player.
nothing to do with confidence. I think it's just like a fact.
Yeah, but you still keep it inside. You don't let something you just don't.
I'd say it.
No,
because and then players. As a teammate, I
you
look
ain't
at
got
you
that dog
different.
in you.
Yeah, exactly.
You gotta have that dog in you.
right.
As a
nobody
teammate,
You can't do both.
As a
You can't be
teammate,
real
I
and
look
have a
at you
dog.
different.
I don't. It just seems like he done got ever since that bubble. He just been so passive.
Yeah, it's just
That's
like
that
going in.
backboard.
That's like going into an interview and saying, I'm honestly not that good at this job.
Well, that's a completely different situation.
No, it is.
You're trying to sell yourself at that point. He was just talking candidly.
Nah, I think
that's the same thing.
That's crazy. I would never say that.
You're always trying to get people to come play with you.
Exactly. Like, as a teammate, I'm looking at him different after that. Like you said, like, you don't think. I get you. You're saying you're not the best player, but like, you saying that you're not the best player on your team. I don't know, bro. But like, as a player, I want you to have confidence in yourself.
Why couldn't he be like, yeah, I'm still him, but like I can take a back seat to another guy coming.
Yeah,
that's what I think he was saying. That's why I have my.
That's not what he said.
That's not what he said.
I'm not good.
Okay, we're getting a hand signal from Miss Sue. All right,
but
all right. Start bench cut.
I would start Jimmy. I would bench PG, and I would cut Buddy.
Pascal.
Buddy Hield.
Pascal, yes, I would bench.
I'll start. Who are the other two? I'm benching Siakam. Who's the other one?
PG and
Jimmy Butler.
Oh yeah, I'll start Jimmy, bench Siakam and cut PG.
That's what I'm looking.
All right, you know what? I'm gonna be different here, Paul George. If you don't believe in yourself, I believe in you. Start PG, bench Jimmy, and cut Siakam. Yes, I'm gonna believe in you. Have some faith, have some confidence, my brother. Don't ever say that. Don't ever say that in an interview ever again in your life. Have confidence.
Nah, if I have to tell an NBA player to have some confidence, I'm sorry, you're just not for me.
Exactly.
Maybe I'm too tough. Maybe I'm too tough.
You see how fast they gave up on Ben Simmons?
Yeah, crazy.
Ben Simmons did that to himself.
Yeah, that
afraid to shoot.
How you get that ball right there and did not go for the layup? I would have slapped.
It was Trey Young. Trey Young is like a whole foot shorter than him, and he was scared to go up.
Right, he don't care about basketball. He just like being rich.
You see. I think what
being
happened,
rich and dating them women.
I think
that's
what
all
happened
I care about.
Was that he went too deep into being needing mental help that it affected him it affected him badly. Like he started believing it. He started believing it way too hard, and it affected him real badly.
You sound crazy right now. You can't say that.
All right. All right. We getting glares right now. So
you can't say that.
You can't say that.
All right, Miss Sue, I believe you have.
Look at him. Like, bro, it's not the same player at all.
At all.
Yeah, because he got mental issues.
Like he's about to get cut.
I got my take or the scripture?
You got your scripture.
All right, let me look it up. I just had it up and then I closed it, I think.
Well done.
Psalms 91:2. Not wearing my glasses. I couldn't tell if that was a 2. He alone is my refuge, my place of safety. He is my God, and I trust him.
Amen.
Amen. I like that.
That's the verse of the day on the Bible app, but honestly, I kind of needed it. I'm weighing some options at this present moment, so I kind of need it.
We can't talk about that. We can't talk about it live. We'll talk about that later. We're gonna talk about that later. But okay.
Whatever you choose.
Well, whatever it is, good luck.
Whatever you choose is the right option, by the way.
Let the Lord lead you. All right. Well, it was a great third season, first episode. It was a great kickoff to the season. You know, basketball starting to heat up. We have college hoops coming up, March Madness, baseball's about to start kicking up. I think hockey's about to start kicking up. Everything's about to start picking up. So make sure you stay tuned. Again, what we are doing from now on, we want all you What Now fans to put in your hot takes. So whether you're new, listen to this podcast, or you've been listening to since the beginning of time or since we started, put your hot take in the comment. Whether it can be something about what we said today, or it's something that you've been thinking about. It can completely unrelated to whatever we talked about. It can be about football, baseball, hockey, golf. We don't care. Just
It don't even have to be about sports.
On the podcast.
Yeah, just say whatever.
Your bestie takes.
It don't even got to be about sports.
Don't put on Stop saying that word. We're gonna get canceled. All right, anyways, until Nate.
Spicy.
All right, well then all you spicy people will see y'all next week.
That's
Peace.
crazy.
Oh my God.
Hey, please stop recording.